A point of difference with you guys, and that's completely clear at your live shows. I was speaking to Jenna briefly about it yesterday. Like, you guys have such a voice, and especially her, I guess, and that's the bravest thing that you can be, is to be bold. It can be scary though, but like to have that responsibility to your fans.
Yeah. Sure.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I guess the thing with our band is from the start, we've always just really wanted to put on a great live show. And I think, what we noticed as we started touring was that a lot of the kids that come to our shows, they have a lot of problems. And I think a lot of the times people are outcasts in school, or they have a lot of problems at home. And I think music's their outlet and to help them through that. So I think we just naturally started just developing a message with our music and our live show. And I think Jenna always takes the opportunity to let the crowd know that, we understand how you guys are feeling and we've been there. And she always makes it a point just to let everyone know that not to let other people's judgment stop who you want to be, and that we've always lived that way, and that's where we are now. So
I think that's exactly being conscious of what your audience is really important. I know it's fun and exciting and a bit, it's rock and roll to have hateful, crazy songs, but if you have that opportunity to impress something upon somebody, it doesn't always have to be positive, and you can empathize, especially as you said, if it's something that you've kind of been through as well.
Exactly, yeah. Well, I mean, we used to grow up going to concerts all the time, and I think, just having that, affirmation from a band people that you look up to is really important when you're growing up, because sometimes kids don't know where to look for inspiration, so we want to try and provide them something positive.
I think Jenna's lyrics are really personal as well, so right. Kids really relate to everything that she talks about in the songs, because they're all going through the same thing as well.
So what was something that was kind of visceral for you guys then? What was a record or a band that you kind of each connected to?
There's honestly a lot of them.
Lyrically, I guess, probably most importantly.
When I was growing up, when I was 16, I really started getting into heavy music, and I wasn't really that angsty or anything, but Senses Fail, I love all their songs from, and I
really like Copeland as well. I actually only didn't really listen to them when I was a young teenager, but a lot of their lyrics are really personal to me, and I know it's really nice when you find a band that you feel almost they're writing your feelings down and singing it, because it makes you realize that everyone goes through the same things, and they, it's great that some people have the talent to actually put it into words, and
And it's definitely something that they've kind of constructed or scribbled on a piece of paper, recorded,
exactly.
In their pajamas or whatever, and then it's timeless, and it is history. It's really incredible.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess you're back again here with Bad Boys, Hands Like Houses. And whenever I speak to them, they won't shut up about you.
Dude, we were just talking about them as well.
Seriously, why don't you just combine into this big, massive Arcade Fire super group?
We've just never had that on tour before, and I just feel this year last year we met them actually, and it's just changed everything. We truly have them, can call them our great friends, and we've seen the world with them, and we go through the same things. We're the same age, we have the same goals. There's no we're both from Australia. I just feel it's just an incredible opportunity that we have to do that with them.
Yeah, they're just really genuine guys that we relate to so much. It's hard to find people from back home on the road.
Yeah.
And so when you do kind of find, you kind of cling onto them, and I guess we both latch onto each other. So
that's rad.
Sort of guys every time we see them, it just makes me happy. If we haven't seen them for a few months, or we meet up with them in a different country, it's just it's the best.
Warped has kind of nurtured and exposed young bands into superstars. What do you think it is about the culture of this tour that makes it so crazy?
Just that it's got so many bands on it, such a diverse lineup, and so you can go there and you can just kind of wander in between stages,
right?
And just see such a diverse lineup of anything you want. There's ska, there's heavy, there's everything. So I mean,
doing Warped Tour gives you an opportunity to play every day, slog it out. It gives you a chance to watch every other band and take little bits and pieces from their show. It lets you network and make friends and contacts, and you just it's all that changes a band.
Well, it's definitely something that kind of changed for you. There was such an incredible response to your shows on the American leg, and you were such a success in that market. How's that exposure opened doors for you in 2014?
Well, basically, all the hard work we've been doing, we went overseas fairly early in our career, and even though we were unknown, we had no money, we just went and did it. We wanted to get our name out there, and it's taken a long time now, but we've got we're in a place now where we've just finished headlining the world for the first time by ourselves, and other bands and people have seen that now, and they've started to ask us to come on tour with them, and I think that's what's really important, because we've made a lot of friends, and I think we generally try and be friendly people wherever we go, and we don't try and tread on any toes, and I think next year, you know, we've already got a lot of great things coming up, and I think it's all because of the hard work we've put in over these last few years.
Absolutely.
Because for an Australian band, it's just a dream to even go overseas, and like maybe for other bands, they might. I'm not saying everyone, but maybe in America, they might take it for granted what they have.
Yeah.
You know, over here, for us to go overseas and do Warped Tour and just do all that stuff and headline in America for us is just a massive deal. And
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's kind of like every time we do something new, it's like it just like gives you that extra drive to go further and further, and just because it like. I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons we got into this is so that we could travel the world with our best friends. So
Awesome. I guess as I said, the first show was hot as hell. The second one, everyone got drenched, and it's been super fun so far. How are you guys going to celebrate before doing it all again next weekend?
We got a day off tomorrow, so we'll probably just go home and sleep tonight, I guess. Hang out tomorrow, and then we fly to Perth with Simple Plan.
Yep.
So we don't actually have that much time off in between.
I think we're sorry to bring up Hands Like Houses again, but I think we're going to go to Canberra early because that's where they're from.
Yeah.
So we're going to go there early and probably have a
Are you
barbecue.
going to go to their mum and dad's house?
Yeah.
I think it's time to meet the parents.
I think it is time to meet the parents.
It is.
Yeah. I
We
think
have a
we've been
sleepover,
having too much of
pajama
a
party.
bromance. So
Yeah.
We're definitely and we're actually going to hang out with them on New Year's as well. So
We've already got plans.
Yeah.
It's done. This
I think
is legit.
It is kind of. Do you want to actually tell the parents now, about your relationship, or back home, mum, dad?
Hey, Mum. Us and Hands Like Houses are together.
Hey, Al's mum, there's some stories that you probably don't want to know about me and him. But
Well, I'll probably just have to censor those stories. But thank you so much for taking the time to
worries.
talk to us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
That was a great interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's right. That makes